Good evening and welcome to the Center for Disability and Elder Law's Light Up the Loop Winter Awards Benefit. My name is David Milberg and I'm the Managing Partner of Baker McKenzie's Chicago office. On behalf of everyone at Baker McKenzie, we are delighted to welcome you this evening as we come together to celebrate CDEL's outstanding award recipients. Baker McKenzie has been proud to host Light Up the Loop since 2012, and we deeply value our long-standing partnership with CDEL. The organization's commitment to expanding access to justice for low-income older adults and people with disabilities is truly inspiring. And tonight is an opportunity to recognize both that impact and the individuals who make it possible. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for your support of CDEL's mission. We hope you enjoy the program and leave feeling inspired by the stories and impact you're about to see.
Good evening and welcome. And thank you for joining us here tonight as we celebrate the Center for Disability and Elder Law's 2026 award winners. My name is Todd Patterson, and I'm honored to serve as the chair of this year's event. This evening would not be possible without the support of our many partners and friends. I'd like to extend a special thank you to Baker McKenzie for once again generously hosting us in this beautiful space. I'd also like to thank all of our sponsors whose significant support has made tonight possible. For more than 4 decades, the Center for Disability and Elder Law has been a trusted advocate for low-income older adults and people with disabilities throughout Cook County, providing free legal services to those who need them the most. In 2025 alone, CDEL closed more than 3,000 cases in critical areas, including housing stability, end-of-life planning, guardianship, and consumer protection. This extraordinary work is carried out by a small but mighty team of 24 dedicated staff members, alongside an exceptional network of volunteer attorneys and advocates. Tonight, we are proud to recognize individuals and organizations who go above and beyond in their commitment to CDEL's mission. CDEL's Volunteer of the Year is Tom Broderick. CDEL's Partner of the Year is global law firm Milberg. And CDEL's Impact Award goes to the Honorable Judge Timothy C. Evans. Each year, this event serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of access to legal representation. When people have access to lawyers, lives are changed for the better. As you learn more about CDEL's work this evening, I encourage you to consider how you can support this mission through volunteer service, financial contributions, or advocacy. Now we invite you to hear directly from our award recipients and the clients whose lives they have touched. Their stories are a powerful reflection on why we gather tonight. Please join me as we celebrate their remarkable contributions.
I think I got involved through Mary Ann Manley. She knew I was an attorney and asked me if I'd be interested in helping out, and I was looking for some opportunities to do some volunteer legal aid type work. I was not familiar myself with the issues involved in legal guardianships and with individuals, young people turning 18, children, adults who are in need of guardianship. I really wasn't familiar with those situations at all. And so when I had the opportunity to work with CDEL and work with the legal guardianship desk, but then also with the power of attorney desk, I thought it was a great opportunity.
Pro bono is really critical. There are so many people, especially low-income people, older adults, people marginalized by poverty, age, disability, that they'll have a legal issue they won't get addressed. And so we can try and bridge that gap a little. But there's always going to be more people who are seeking legal services than there are going to be attorneys who are able to help them.
It's an absolute necessity, getting down on paper exactly how I want my estate to be handled and how I want to be cared for in the case I'm not mentally capable of taking care of things myself. Tom took care to observe me, not only what I was saying, but some of my body language during some of those conversations. Tom was just very engaging, and I felt very comfortable talking to him. Having these services available and the organization doing that and bringing it to the community is an absolute blessing and something that I very much appreciate. It provided me just some relief And I'm sure for my family, it will provide them with an easy path for them to move forward in making decisions for me.
Any lawyer who wants the opportunity to do pro bono work, whether working or retired, like me, it's a great framework. The opportunity to sit down, meet these people, talk with them, it's very rewarding. And that's in addition to being able to help them out with some legal issues they have. In regard to the legal guardianships, the pressures that are on these individuals, worrying about money, worrying about food, worrying about housing, and then in addition to that, needing to take care of an adult child or an older adult who has dementia and is unable to make their own decisions. I mean, the pressures are immense, and by myself as an individual, there's no way I would know how to start. It's made me aware that I can help, but I couldn't do it without CDEL.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Judge Nicole Patton, and I am the president of the Chicago Bar Association. As honorary co-chair of the Center for Disability and Elder Law Winter Awards Benefit, I want to speak directly about something fundamental to who we are as lawyers: pro bono service. Access to justice is not self-executing. It depends on us. For low-income seniors, individuals with disabilities, and vulnerable families across Cook County, the justice system can feel overwhelming and inaccessible. A lawyer's guidance can mean the difference between keeping a home or losing it, avoiding financial exploitation or falling victim to it, securing dignity at the end of life, or facing uncertainty and confusion. Pro bono service is not peripheral to our profession. It is central to it. It reflects our oath, our ethical obligations, and our shared belief that justice should not depend on income. When lawyers volunteer their time and talent, they do more than resolve individual cases. They strengthen public confidence in the rule of law and affirm that our legal system belongs to everyone. Organizations like the Center for Disability and Elder Law make meaningful pro bono engagement possible. I encourage every lawyer in our community to take on at least one pro bono matter this year. Encourage your firm or organization to deepen its commitment. Support CDEL, not only with your time, but with your financial contributions so it can continue to connect volunteer attorneys with those in urgent need. Our profession carries extraordinary privilege. With that privilege comes responsibility. When we answer the call to serve, we honor the best traditions of the bar and ensure that justice is not a promise in theory, but a reality in practice.
The global law firm Milberg is recognized for its support of CDEL, including its nomination of CDEL for a Cypre Award. A Cypre Award comes out of a class action settlement. When a case resolves, and there are remaining funds that cannot feasibly be distributed to individual class members, the court may direct those funds to nonprofit organizations whose work reflects the interests at the heart of the case. It's a way to ensure that the settlement continues to advance meaningful public benefit.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Svensson, and on behalf of everyone at Milberg, we are deeply honored to receive this Impact Award. We are grateful for this recognition and so proud to stand alongside an organization whose work truly changes lives. The Center for Disability and Elder Law embodies the very best of our profession. Every day, this organization ensures that low-income older adults and persons with disabilities have access to high-quality legal representation when they are facing some of the most vulnerable moments of their lives, whether protecting a home or safeguarding dignity and independence. To put it more straightforward, the center offers hope. Hope to those in need, confronted with difficult and often complex situations, that there are good people and organizations out there who are willing, ready, and able to answer the call of justice. And at Milberg, we believe that the law is a powerful tool for justice. That is why we are so proud to wholeheartedly nominate the Center for Disability and Elder Law for a Cypre Award. Directing those funds can and will have a tremendous impact on the center's mission. It will provide for the expansion of access to experienced counsel, the strengthening of critical programs, and will ensure that more individuals receive the thoughtful, skilled advocacy that they deserve. While we at Milberg may be the recipients of this Impact Award, know that this recognition belongs as much to the staff, volunteers, and clients of the center as it does to us. We are honored to support your mission and look forward to continuing our partnership in advancing equal access and justice for all. Our sincerest best wishes to everyone on a wonderful evening. We're certainly there with you all in spirit. Thank you all again so much.
My name is Timothy Evans. For 24 years, I was the chief judge of the Circuit Court of Cook County, and I certainly appreciate the support of the judges who elected me 8 times. It's a measure of what we were able to achieve. One of the things that we were able to do is to establish the Elder Law Division that was designed specifically to deal with the disabled and the elderly. And also, we enacted an order here which sought to get rid of cash bail. Here in Cook County, we were the first to do it. And as you know, the other counties now are bound by the Pretrial Fairness Act, which implements exactly that, getting rid of cash bail. And also, I'm working on restorative justice courts now, which are second chance courts, and the recidivism rates drop dramatically. Where there are no restorative justice courts, the recidivism rate is 65%. Where there are restorative justice courts, the recidivism rate is 13%. So, I know it's the right thing to do. And so I'm proud of these things.
My name is Andrew Potter. I'm the acting supervising attorney in the Early Resolution Program. The Early Resolution Program is a court program that's designed to help people who don't have attorneys. So what we do is primarily in consumer debt and eviction cases, we help people to resolve their cases via advice and sometimes negotiation with an attorney.
We set up a system where the landlords and the tenants, if they didn't have lawyers, could each have lawyers. We would provide that free of charge, and that their difficulties could be mediated. One of the last statistics I saw was more than 5,000 people had received help using this system. It was a collaboration between the Circuit Court of Cook County and President Pretwinkle and her staff. And I think in the long run, it was a far more humane system that we were able to embrace.
I had to go to court on a debt that I did not owe, and Miss Sarah, she's the one who assisted me all the way through. The process was really easy, and it helped me emotionally. Beforehand, I was just overwhelmed, like nowhere to turn. And I didn't know how to fill out the papers, and it seemed like the lawyers for the debt collectors, they were saying a whole lot of negative things. And so along the process, it just knowing that someone cared about me and what I was going through, it made me feel like everything was going to be okay.
Before the Early Resolution Program existed, a lot of these cases ended in judgments for defendants. Very frequently, someone would not have an option available to them, either because they couldn't pay the rent that they owed, they couldn't move out in a timely fashion, or they couldn't otherwise enter into a payment plan. And without someone to advocate for them, attorneys for landlords and creditors would often push these cases through as quickly as possible.
The Center for Disability and Elder Law does much more than it gets credit for. And it does it in a way where justice is enhanced. And that is to say, it does not identify somebody as being from a certain group that needs more help than anybody else. They treat everybody like human beings should be treated. That's what this organization is all about.
It's so important for us to have programs like this because people are feeling lost and nowhere else to turn, and they go what they think is the easy way out, they give up. People give up and they become homeless. Without CDEL, I would be in a very bad situation, and I just know that there are good people in this world. To hold on, keep the faith. There are good people in this world to help you, willing to help you.
I definitely want to say thank you to Judge Evans for his involvement in setting up the program. I think that without the early resolution program, so many individuals would be deprived of an opportunity to really have their day in court. And I think that this program has done incredible things for access to justice and for giving people back autonomy in these cases.
Good evening. My name is Russ Moulter, and I'm honored to serve as the president of CDEL's governing board of directors. On behalf of the Center for Disability and Elder Law, thank you for being with us tonight as we celebrate our remarkable award winners and the vital work CDEL carries out every day. This evening's program reflects the heart of our mission, delivering essential legal services to older adults and people with disabilities, while cultivating a strong culture of pro bono services across the Chicagoland community. Each year, CDEL volunteers provide more than $2 million worth of legal services to our clients. That extraordinary impact is only possible because of the commitment, talent, and generosity of our volunteer community. If you're not yet involved, I encourage you to consider joining us. There are many meaningful ways to support our mission, and we welcome people with a wide variety of skills and experiences. We are deeply grateful to our sponsors, whose generosity makes this event and our work possible, and to all of you for your presence and support tonight. Your commitment helps to ensure CDEL can continue serving our community for years to come. As you enjoy the program this evening, I invite you to consider making a gift in support of CDEL. Your contribution at any level helps ensure that older adults and people with disabilities have access to the legal protections they deserve. Together, we can sustain and expand this critical work for years to come. Thank you for your generosity and for standing with CDEL.